Like my father before me, I had spent all my life studying weather phenomena. I thought I was different. I thought I was doing it to pay my debt to Sophia. I was wrong. But all that work couldn't have been for nothing. I was told my very first published study on the hazards of road fog was all sorts of helpful. I was rather proud of that one. And now, of course, to get to Sophia, I had to bend fog to my will. That'd be the first of many, too. Every decision creates ripples, countless unforeseen consequences. If we could see the inner workings of this infinity, we would mimic the deer that stands still to elude its predator. We wouldn't dare make a move. I couldn't see it, so I followed the path, and that kept me alive. But it did much more than that. Introspection can be far more scarring than any wound. First, I saw myself reflected in the shallow sea, and I wept. Then fear found me deep in the bottomless belly of this world. Time unraveled in the forest. It was much later, in the world of ice, that I fought against the demons that had been passed down to me, father to son. And finally, on the heavens and at the sacred tree, the truth of my Maker. For all that, solitude and sorrow were my true, faithful companions in the path of Talamus. They consumed the beauty of this realm, making it gray and hopeless. The only thing that mattered was moving forward. Only the path remained. How would I find her otherwise? She was just a little kid, even more so than I, laughing away while playing on a swing set. I saw it coming before she did, and I ran and ran and ran and didn't look back until I was safe, all the way up in a tree. It was all over in a split second. No dramatic exit. And suddenly, she was gone. Who's to blame for her death? The tsunami did what it did, no point in blaming God or fate. So I looked in the mirror as I had many times before, and reflected back on it. I saw guilt. My father shared some of the burden, but it was mine. My guilt. My fault. Had my own Sophia survived too, back home, or in this world? One had drowned, and the other, what are the odds of surviving the eye of the storm? There are few accounts. 1928, Greensburg, Kansas. A farmer saw the inside of a tornado. It was still as death, he said. Then it hissed. It actually screamed, and the hollowness was lit up by lightning. Was that the last thing my little girl had seen, I wondered? Death, screams, and God's thunder, the ire of the tornado. I couldn't know. Not yet. Trapped in that world, the only thing I knew was my sister had survived in there. Somehow. I just had to let myself be led by her drawings and her light. The Talamus was waiting for me, although I wouldn't see it and with it any sense of hope until I had emerged from the darkness of the cave. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The sand between my toes. I hadn't paid attention to the feeling before, and now I couldn't. I didn't feel my body at all. My alarming lack of a physical presence was too much of an existential threat to handle, so I didn't. Into the belly of the beast. Unlike Jonah's, mine was no big fish, but it was just as frightening, if not more so. Day and night, light and darkness. Convenient opposites to explain away complex realities. But can you blame them? Such powerful symbols. No wonder you'll find them in every story, every dogma. These sweet lies are easier to swallow, easier to live by rather than admitting that life is rarely so simple. All of this sounds pretty cheesy or lame, I'm sure. And it is. But honest truths tend to sound like that. We are so unfamiliar with them. In that coma, in that cave, in the dark, it was the only thing of consequence. Light and darkness are absolutes. Absolutes are easy, and easy is boring, but mix them up and you will find my fascination follows suit. It is at night that we value the sun, the light in the dark. That's what holds my attention, and that's what I yearn for in the cavern. But my hunger was not sated. Not yet. I starved for light. Darkness, a barrier unto itself. Sophia had loved those fables of good and evil. White lies for children. I couldn't delve into the blackness without any light. That much was easy to grasp. I couldn't delve into the blackness without any light. That much was easy to grasp. I couldn't delve into the blackness without any light. That much was easy to grasp. I couldn't delve into the blackness without any light. That much was easy to grasp.